This is now my second attempt at a live stream. I'm hoping it goes better than the first time because I know what I did wrong last time. I'm back out on the health walk at the same place I did my last live stream. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lovely squirrel there foraging around. We'll see. Yeah, nature show. So I'm going to carry on around this health walk. I'm going to point out a few of the features as I thought I'd done last time, only to be told and then see back for myself that I hadn't filmed anything apart from up my own nose. So this time we're going to do it properly. So the health walk is at Close Park, if you know it. It's supposed to be around about a mile in length. I'm going to walk around it and I'm going to point out some of the features to you while I'm out here. So as I'm walking up this small hill, look to the right, there's a grass bank there. On the other side of that bank, as is on this side, there's football pitches marked out. These football pitches were in constant threat of being flooded. At the bottom end of the health walk here, where as I get to the bottom I'll show you there's a river, and the river is always bursting its banks. So to save this part, this grass bank was formed. I thought I'd take advantage of the nice weather we've had today. So I'm now at the top of the hill. This is the other side of the grass bank, out onto the football pitches. Now that line of trees at the bottom, that's where the river is. It's the River Irwell. It's a very nice stretch of the Irwell, but there is one small problem with it. If you did watch my last live stream, you'd have heard but not seen what I've talked about, so today we will see it. Just adjust the camera because it is very sunny. So the grass bank over there is for the flood defences for the park. Down this side there's flood defences to protect these houses. This whole area is under constant risk of flooding when there's heavy rain. When I get down to the river you'll see. So lovely evening today, nice and peaceful. I think last time I was talking about Manchester United and how scary they've become, and then they went and got beat that night. Typical. So won't talk about football in these videos unless I'm visiting a football ground. Yeah, there's absolutely, apart from right over there in the distance, nobody else in this area. So when I get to the bottom of the health walk, at this end, I'm going to walk down to the river and we'll talk about what's on the other side of the river. And this time I will show you what's on the other side of the river rather than a view up my nose. So I'm going to thank you all for watching. This channel is all about getting out and about and showing places to people that that wouldn't normally go to these places, giving you the opportunity to see them. I mean, you might not live in the UK. I mean, you might be housebound and live in the UK, and you might not be able to get to these places. So in a way, I hope I'm showing you things that you never knew about. So I'm coming down to the bottom of the health walk at this end, and I'm going to walk towards the river. So the river's fairly calm today. If you look on the opposite bank, there's that stone and concrete. That's an overflow, and the overflow is linked to a sewage works. So when it rains heavy, effluent comes out of the sewage works and into the river, unfortunately. I can't quite get down to it today, but there is another overflow on this side. If you can see, there's rough water up there. That is an overflow, which is supposedly clean water from the sewage works into the river. See if we can get a view of that. There in the centre of shot now. But this stretch of river has a few memories for me, because it's the first place I ever caught brown trout. But obviously they go straight back, it's catch and release. I don't catch fish to eat, it's all for pleasure. And it was just along this stretch of river here where I caught it. There is a picture on my Facebook page somewhere of me with the brown trout. It was only small, it was probably around about a pound, but it was a good brown trout. It fought. I caught it on white maggot, using a stick float on the trotting method. If you're into fishing, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it's a very pleasant evening. Hopefully spring is here, it's on its way, and we'll get more evenings like this. So I hope everyone's had a good week, everyone's well. Let you know what's coming up in around about 3 weeks' time. I'm visiting a city in England, very historic city. I'm hoping to film some content there, so keep an eye out for that coming up. I will be staying overnight in this city, but I'll be doing most of my filming during the day. So as you can see, a bit of overgrowth here. Let's move down, I'll show you the river. There you go, the river well that runs through Radcliffe on its way down towards Manchester. So if the camera will show it when I get down here, I'll show you how shallow the river actually is. You can probably just walk straight across the river. At this point it's that shallow, and as it gets warmer and the summer months arrive, it will become even more shallow. So we're going to see if I walk to this point on the bank now, and then I'll zoom in so you can see. So I'll zoom in there now. Over in the distance, there's a little island on the left hand side, and there's some stronger current that goes around the island, but it is only very shallow. We'll zoom out, zoom back in. There we go, and we're back. I think I mentioned last time I went live, just down there on the river where I've just been showing you, the River Roach flows into the Irwell. The River Roach comes down from Rochdale and it joins the Irwell at this point, just past this park here. The river isn't the cleanest because of the sewage works that is back up there, but fish live in it. I know there's pike in here, I know there's trout because I've caught them, there's roach, there's perch, there's even chub, so it is alive with fish. But if anyone does come down here and decides to fish this river, wait until the river season opens in June, and be very careful because, as I say, there's sewage works just upstream. The bank isn't probably the best. Bring lots of sanitizer for your hands, that's what I suggest. So I'm going to move along. Here, I'm just going to go down to it now. There's a little handrail. Able to see it in shot now. A bit of orangey coloured water. Stones are stained orange. That isn't from pollution. That is from evidence of old underground workings. It's iron that's leached through and stained the stones. Here there's a fairly deep channel before you get down to the little island just down there. It'd be a nice day for fishing today, unfortunately can't do it. So I'm going to walk back up onto the health walk now. Very sunny, looking forward. A little bit windy, so it is getting a bit chilly now as it's approaching early evening. There is another path here to my left hand side which does take you through the trees, but I've not got the right footwear on for that today, so I won't be going through that. I'll just stay on this nice tarmac area. So as I was saying earlier, around about 3 weeks time I'm going to a very historic city to do some filming. Later on in the year, it's looking like there's a trip to London planned in. That'll be me and my family, but I will get some filming done in London. And then looking further ahead in the year, I'm not going to say where it is, but I am getting on a plane. I'm going to a different country, and I will be getting lots of content there. And I'm seeing a band as well play while I'm there. So a big band from the 90s and early 2000s that are still touring to this day. One of my favourite bands, so I'm really looking forward to seeing them. I am squinting a bit here because the sun is very bright and it's directly in front of me. I don't know if you can hear that wind. I have tried to protect the microphone. Please let me know if it's windy where you're watching me from. We'll get a view. from here. A few people coming down the health walk now, over in the distance. There's a good shot there. I don't know if it'll reach. Let me see. No. Oh, maybe just at the bottom of the shot now. On top of the hill is Peel Tower. If you can see that, let me know. Peel Tower is the monument that's dedicated to Sir Robert Peel, the man who created the Metropolitan Police Force. He was from Bury. Yeah, and he, like I say, he created the first police force in the world, basically. Hence the nicknames they've got. They've got Bobbies, or they were called Peelers as well, named after Sir Robert Peel, who later became Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. So I know when I get to the top up here, I'm hoping the sun's not too bright, I'll be able to show you a location that I've filmed at before. And it all depends on the sun though. The location's Ratcliffe Tower. So I filmed Ratcliffe Tower back in January. It was my first video on YouTube in many years, and it was just something to get me back into it. So I'm hoping we'll be able to get a good view of it. Oh, it's a little bit muddy up here, so I'm going to head onto the grass and walk well away from it. So yeah, looking forward, I've got plans to do videos all over Greater Manchester. I'm moving further afield. I've mentioned I'm going to London. We'll be getting on a plane to go to a different country. And this historic city in England as well. Hopefully, as the channel does start to grow, I will start travelling more. And I want to go to Glasgow. There's some features in Glasgow that I'd love to see. Very famous features, sort of used in a classic TV series, so that's all the clues I'm going to give. I know there's many of them still in situ, so I'd like to go and film them. And there's many other places where I want to go. I've got ideas about filming at football grounds. And I did a non-league ground last week. I actually did another non-league ground the day after, which I've not uploaded yet. That's still to come. But I will be going to league grounds, so football league grounds, Premier League grounds. Hopefully, if I do go up into Scotland, some SPL grounds. And I want you to come along on the journey with me. If I got a chance, I'd love to do the full 92 in England. But that's something for the future, when I've got the time. So, coming up towards the end of this side of the health walk. Not sure if you can see the tower, but we will try and get in a position where we can see it. Yeah, it's very popular, this health walk, with families, dog walkers. When the weather's like this, there's always lots of people on it. I can understand why, because it brings you through a nice area. And if you bring the kids to the park, hopefully the friends are there, it's a nice safe place for them to play as well. So I'm coming up to the top of this hill now. Just over there on the other side of the trees is Ratcliffe Parish Church. Its graveyard. I don't think we're going to get a good position to see Ratcliffe Tower. I will try though, if I go down to the bottom of this next hill and try and film across. This park has a couple of sculptures as well. Let's try and zoom in. Just over there in the distance is a sculpture of a cat, but that cat is quite unique. Let's see if I can get it into shot for you. Nope, struggling to get it. What I might do is when I've gone to see if I can see the tower, I'll walk back to it, because that cat is very unique. I'm gonna head down here now. Hopefully I can get a view of the tower. Just on the other side there, through them trees, there's a bowling club, so Crown Green Bowling in this part of the country. I'm not old enough to start playing that yet. So this area here is just like an overspill car park for when there's football on the pitches, because the car park for this park is only small, so use this as a secondary car park. So I can see the tower through the trees, but it's not a very good view. I'm going to just have a walk up this path here that's coming up and just see if I can get a better view and show you it from this angle. So there's Ratcliffe Parish Church. I'll just show you this before I go over there. Here there is a little waterway, and this is called Beely's Goit. There used to be a works here many years ago, and the Goit was part of the works. Don't know exactly what it did, because I don't know what the works was. I just remember the factory being pulled down, but this has been left behind. Bit of a watercourse through the park. So if you can hear that, I'm actually walking on gravel. I don't know how far I can get up here, but we'll see if I can see the tower. Oh, it takes me up to a gate which looks like it's padlocked, but however, on the other side of the gate I can see Ratcliffe Tower. So I'll get up there and just give you a quick view of it. So that's the back end of Ratcliffe Parish Church and the graveyard. Lovely little church and churchyard that. So I am now coming up to the gate. It does actually say private land, no public access or right of way. I'll show you this. However, I know, and viewers of the channel will know, that isn't quite true, because there's a gate to my right which I walked through and it brought me to this area here. So there is Ratcliffe Tower, shown from a different side. So I'll head back down the path. Hopefully the sun is out of shot. It looks like it is. We'll go and try and see if we can see this sculpture of the cat. Yeah, very unique cat. It's like a, I suppose, like a cheetah sort of size of a cat, and it's wearing something very interesting, which I'll show you when we get down there. So walking back down the path now. I can't get over how pleasant it is this evening. Where I am here, it's very sheltered, there's no wind whatsoever. You'd almost think it was British summertime. So yeah, it is a very pleasant place to spend an evening. Bring your family down, let the kids run off some steam on the park. So I'm going to walk back past the bowling green, have a look at this cat sculpture, and let you see what it's wearing. And it does have a name, this sculpture. Hopefully the name is still on. I know it was on many years ago. It's got a very unique name and what it's actually wearing. So I'm walking past the bowling green now. Closer view of the bowling green there. A couple of people playing bowls. I'll be honest, I don't understand the game. That's because I'm not old enough to understand it yet. So we're nearly at the cat now. So I'm just going to cut through these trees, and as you can see, there's the cat. So as you can see, there's the cat. It's wearing a pair of shoes. Well, two shoes, one on its front leg and one on its back leg, and it's actually called Tara in her shoes. So I'm going to just show you there to the right hand side now. Got tennis courts here, maintained by Bury Council. So I'm going to say that's an end for the video. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please like, comment and subscribe. Bye for now.